Me, hold your line coming through.
Me?
Jimmie Johnson does not have a top 5 finish this season, but here at Bristol is the best he's run all season. I'm sure his best finish of night is going to be eclipsed by this run today.
Yeah, excuse me. Treacherous up here.
Kind of like what's going on out there on the track.
Well, I had to be careful.
Larson up there, or Bowman up there. Those cars have been pretty good today.
And here comes
Johnson
Jimmie Johnson.
under Stenhouse.
Boy, he's not going to give up easy. He's going to hang tough right on that door.
Well, clean pass.
Remember,
nice.
we saw where Stenhouse really held, I believe it's the 20 of Eric Jones down really tight, made it difficult. He's going to make it pretty tough for Jimmie here. I think Jimmie has him now.
I do too. I think that he was going to try to stay down that door, loosen him up a little bit. It didn't work.
Hendrick Motorsports trying to put 2 cars to finish in the top 5 for the first time since Dover last fall.
Hey, let's don't overlook this cat right here.
Sleet and even vibration with some tires there near the end. You dodged everything today. How big of a momentum booster is this for you and your team as you're going ahead of some great tracks for you?
Yeah, it really is a great boost. I've said for weeks now that we're getting better, and it's great to finally have a result to back that up. We've had decent Fridays, some really good Saturdays, and then some bad luck in the races. And although we had plenty of bad luck through the course of our 4 or 5 days that we've been here, we were able to pull through and get a great, 3rd place finish. So very proud of everybody at Hendrick Motorsports. Thank everybody on the Slows for Pros team, and my family know I'm coming home. Let's get home and get out of here. It's snowing again.
You got it. Thank you, Jimmie. Mike?
It is.
Mike, you see Jimmie Johnson here in the 48 car. I know we still have a lap and a half to go before the end of stage 1. If he can stay in the top 10, this will be the first stage points that Jimmie Johnson has scored in 2018.
Wow, that is unbelievable.
You know what that tells me? One brick at a time. They're working their way back.
Well,
one brick at a time.
Johnson looking for his first top 10 finish in the last 10 races.
Awesome. I love that overhead shot like that. You can see so much.
So Keselowski trying to get to the inside quarter pound of the 78.
Hey, what about that car with a 48 on it?
Yeah, where did
Look
he
at
come
him.
from?
Look at him up in there.
After pit stops, Johnson restarted 5th.
He's going to go to 4th.
Mike, you know what Camaro means? You know the definition of Camaro?
Now, hold on, Dito. I watched Mike educating us on these. I can't wait to hear this.
It was a made-up name by Chevrolet, but they said it was kind of like French for friend.
That's exactly right. I knew I couldn't stump you. No, Chevrolet said it ate Mustangs.
Oh, is that okay?
Really loose off of turn 2.
Much of the day, and here's recent conversation between driver and crew chief.
You doing, bud? You all right? Yeah, that's all I got. You got more than that. Come on. That was a better lap roll. Did you do something different? Bottom. Nope. Same thing.
Well, you got to let. I mean, we've talked about communication between crew chief and driver and spotter, and we've heard Chad Knaus and Jimmie Johnson go at it at times, and I'm liking what I'm hearing out of them. They're not panicking. They're working really well together, and I think encouraging one another instead of maybe some of the negative things we've heard in the past.
Now compare that to Kyle Busch's voice early in the race when he hated his car. Yeah. When a driver hates his car.
Solid performance by Jimmie Johnson and the entire 48 team. Top 10, this is what you guys have been looking to build on.
Yeah, I mean, each week we've been getting a little bit better, and it's been we're definitely not happy with where we are right now, but to see the improvements, we've been seeing it internally, and making the cars drive better and better and getting more competitive. So a strong day for the Los Pro Chevy. Definitely not where we want to be, but we're getting closer every week.
What stood out to you most about the trends of the race? Typical Auto Club speedway, or a little bit different this time with the left side tire?
It just seemed like we had more durability with that left side tire on lower tire pressures. I don't believe we had any issues relative to that, and that's something we're always very scared of here, especially on green flag stops when those tire pressures are low. So we didn't have that today, but my guys had great pit stops. Chad called a great race, and we had a good solid day, so we'll take it.
9th place for Jimmie Johnson.
Still the last run.
You can never count Jimmie Johnson, Chad Knaus, and that 48 team out of anything.
Vince?
Well, remember, they started 23rd, and when I talked to Jimmie today before the race, he said, we qualified terrible. He said, but I'm not worried. I think we're actually pretty good, and I think you'll see that in the race. He was very calm and seemed very confident about his car, and they have been on the move, and they've had a couple of good pit stops, too. They picked up 3 spots on the first stop and did not lose any ground at all on the second stop. So 48 on point in all areas tonight.
Yeah, Vince, when he says he's pretty good at this racetrack at Charlotte Motor Speedway, I'd take that to the bank.
The 50 to go is when you're going to see most of them hit pit road, but a lot of them are short pitting, trying to take advantage of those fresh tires now.
Boy, Jimmie Johnson going at him with Denny Hamlin here.
I've never seen
place.
Jimmie Johnson 3 wide as many times as I've seen him 3 wide tonight.
But you know what I love about Jimmie Johnson? He and Chad, they were having that conversation about the car was doing this, car was doing that. They didn't panic. They just worked on it and got it where it's pretty darn good right now, Vince.
Well, what makes it amazing is that Jimmie just came over the radio and told Chad, he said, I have no grip this run. I'm down 4.1 on the track bar. That is a lot for one run. It doesn't look like it, does it, up there riding the rim?
It really doesn't, and it doesn't matter. You're better than everybody else. That's all that matters.
He just had 3 handfuls of steering wheel in one corner.
That's what I've always said makes Jimmie Johnson one of the best, is just how loose he's willing to drive a car and do it lap after lap.
I know. So Jimmie Johnson is the new race leader coming to turn 3.
Jimmie Johnson's going to lead a lap
for the first time this year?
I think that's the first one he's led this year.
Well, no, not exactly.
Oh, well.
How about under green?
I was so excited.
And so is he. Landon Castle on pit road. Jimmie Johnson just keeps pedaling, whether it's 2 wheels or 4. A fine 5th place finish at Charlotte. They're getting it figured out. They're getting closer to the front. Keep an eye on the 48.
You saw it, we heard it here at Daytona. The 48 of Jimmie Johnson has moved all the way to the front of the field, and the roar of the crowd here was almost as if Ed Earnhardt had taken the lead at Daytona.
Has his trials and tribulations made him a fan favorite? Are fans cheering for Jimmie Johnson to reach his former glory? Get back to victory lane?
He's led 2 laps all season. Jimmie Johnson, 7-time champion.
We could see it.
2 laps.
We could see the fans going nuts when he took the lead. They loved it.
And now Jimmie Johnson's going to have to fight off that 17 once again. He is up front and challenging. And what a run for the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. On his own, he moved himself up into the top 5, and now he's fighting to get up in the lead. Dave.
Rick, a few trophies for Jimmie Johnson here at Daytona, but the usual procedure was to stay in the garage for most of practice so that he didn't get in any practice wrecks with that race car. Well, the other day, he ran as many practice laps as many of the other cars and got a feel for what his car needed, then went out and qualified 3rd. Jimmie's had a great car all weekend and has a chance to head back to victory lane at Daytona.
Let's take a look and see how Jimmie Johnson gets the lead. He gets a great push from Martin Truex Jr. down the back straightaway. I don't know if he thought he was going to make a move here, but he does. He goes to the quarter panel of the 17 to get that side draft. Martin can't get up there to help him. I bet Martin wanted to go with him, but he couldn't fit in that hole. So Jimmie's got Michael McDowell now to try to get him pushed through there. And they worked a few corners, made it happen.
48 out front at Daytona. He's won here on this racetrack 3 times. But it's been a long time since we have seen Jimmie Johnson in victory lane. This is the longest he has gone without a win in his career.
I thought that Chase Elliott and my buddy in the 21 car were going to be battling for the most popular driver award this year, but we may have another guy in that battle with Jimmie Johnson.
Jimmie Johnson, could Jimmie Johnson be
win the most popular driver award?
Popular driver in NASCAR?
Man, his stands went crazy.
How about Michael McDowell saying, I'm going to take it to 7 times. Turns left when he cleared him. Big push from Stenhouse.
Strong for the 34 of McDowell, and now he's blocking.
Hey, they raced him finally.
Martin Truex drug that whole inside line. He just started coming when everybody saw him coming. They all started filling the inside line up, and now we have a race.
Jimmie trying another move.
Jimmie Johnson dives to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take the lead back away. Side drafts the 34, and Jimmie Johnson back out front.
For him to be able to rebound that quickly from losing the lead and to take it over again really shows me the strength of that car. That's building that confidence inside Jimmie Johnson.
All right, crew chief Steve Letarte, at what time are we starting to think that we'll see them come to the 48, driven by Jimmie Johnson and crew chief by Chad Knaus the entire time? It's been a part of the Cup Series with Lowe's as the sponsor.
Thank you guys for grinding all year. Wish it would have been a better year for us, but your effort, your determination, I can't thank you all enough. Love you, Chad. Let's have a good time here today, boys. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate all your support and everything you've done for me. Love you. Send off this Lowe's 48 car for one final time. They're going to start on the top, but the 18 is going to get the best on the bottom. Be ready. Ready. Green, green, green.
Jimmie Johnson in the 48, currently running in the 12th position.
Just a 6, 2 lanes off of you. Not on the top, but 2 lanes off of you. 6 only. That was a move. All right, man. Let's get a rhythm. Let's go back and get him again. There you go. You're getting him. That 35 right there was good. That 35, 38 right there was good. If you can keep doing that, we'll stay on lead lap. Keep it up, my man. Pit this time, pit this time. Pit this time. And loose off of 4. 1 and 2 is going pretty good. Coming to the checkered. Thank you, guys. If you don't mind, I'd like to meet you at the car. Everybody come to the car after. Got a cold beer waiting for us.
I think the magnitude of this will set in as, tonight wears on in the next couple of days. It's been one heck of a ride.